Cozy spring home with Laura Ashley-inspired farmhouse decor and vintage-chic accents. Hi there, I'm Emma, and welcome back to the Decorilo YouTube channel. If you're new here, I'm so happy you found your way to this cozy little corner of the internet, where we talk all things home, design, decor, ambience, and everything in between. Today, I'm inviting you into a world that feels like a soft breeze on a sunny spring morning. A cozy spring home styled with Laura Ashley-inspired farmhouse decor and sweet, timeless vintage-chic accents. This isn't just about decorating. It's about crafting a mood, an experience, a feeling that makes you exhale and think, "Ah, I'm home." Whether you're reimagining your entire living space or simply refreshing a corner, I hope today's story offers you comfort, inspiration, and a touch of gentle creativity. So pour yourself a cup of tea, and let's step into this lovely little journey together. It all started with a vision I had one cold February afternoon. I was curled up on the sofa, blanket wrapped around me, flipping through a stack of old interior magazines, the kind that feel like a warm hug in print. One particular spread caught my eye: soft blush florals, whitewash furniture, fluttery curtains swaying in the breeze. The styling reminded me instantly of Laura Ashley's classic approach: floral but never fussy, romantic but always rooted in comfort. That moment planted the seed. I knew I wanted my spring refresh to feel like that. A blend of English countryside charm with the grounded warmth of a farmhouse aesthetic. Something about the mix felt like home to me. To begin, I focused on the base layer of the home, the foundational tones and textures that would set the mood for everything else. Think creamy whites, muted greys, and soft faded pinks. I repainted the living room walls with a color called milk linen, a warm, pale shade that bounces light around gently. It reminded me of those country cottages you see in springtime films, the ones where every room looks kissed by sunlight. I added lightweight cotton curtains in a small floral print, definitely Laura Ashley inspired, and swapped out heavy winter throws for soft, chunky knits in dusty rose and buttercream. Immediately, the room felt softer, not just in look, but in energy, like it could breathe again after a long winter nap. I moved next to furniture, always keeping in mind that farmhouse style is all about function with beauty. My old coffee table got a chalk paint makeover. 2 coats of antique white, lightly distressed at the corners for that lived-in look. The sideboard, a thrifted find from last summer, stayed put, but I styled it differently. Stacks of well-loved books, dried lavender in an enamel jug, and a delicate porcelain bowl filled with robin's egg blue ceramic eggs. I love those kinds of details. They're small, but they whisper a story. It's not about perfection here. It's about presence. A home that feels lived in, loved, and lovingly styled. Textiles were next. This is always one of my favorite parts, because it's where vintage chic really comes alive. I layered soft floral quilts over the back of my armchairs, swapped my winter pillows for new covers in ticking stripes, lace trims, and subtle checks. I also added a ruffled slipcover to my dining bench. Something about ruffles feels so fresh and feminine in spring. And of course, nothing says vintage like embroidered linens. So I pulled out a few inherited pieces from my grandmother and gave them new life on the coffee table and entry console. It's amazing what a simple lace doily can do when paired with a little bud vase of wildflowers. In the kitchen, I leaned into a simple farmhouse rhythm. I arranged my open shelves with stoneware mugs, glass jars of dried herbs, and vintage china I've collected over the years. It's a small kitchen, but with a few thoughtful touches: a linen curtain below the sink, a rustic wooden tray for morning coffee rituals, a vase of daffodils by the window. It now feels like the heart of the home. And isn't that what a cozy spring kitchen should be? A place where light streams in while you whisk pancake batter, or arrange a bouquet of fresh greens picked from the garden. It's not about grandeur, it's about grounding. One of the most transformative things I did was create a little reading nook by the window. I pulled an old armchair, floral patterned of course, from the guest room and gave it a new home by the window. With a small round side table and a lamp with a linen pleated shade, it became my favorite little retreat. I added a small bookshelf stacked with springtime reads and filled a basket with cozy throws. I swear, the room seemed to exhale the moment it was complete. These are the corners of a home that truly matter, the ones made just for being. Even the bathroom got a spring lift. I swapped the shower curtain for one with a delicate floral pattern. Nothing too bold, just soft and breezy. I added lavender-scented hand soap, a new vintage-style rug in faded blue, and fresh eucalyptus bundles tied to the shower head. In a farmhouse-inspired home, even the bathroom can be part of the story. Every space, no matter how small, holds the potential for grace. It's about making even the most routine parts of your day feel special. That's the Laura Ashley touch, classic, kind, and always elegant. Outside, I hung a simple spring wreath on the front door, made with faux lamb's ear, blush roses, and a cream burlap bough. It's the kind of welcome that makes neighbors smile as they walk by. I also set up a small sitting area on the porch, just 2 wooden rocking chairs, a side table, and a pitcher filled with faux cherry blossoms. It's my favorite place to sip tea in the early evening and listen to the world soften. In farmhouse design, especially one with vintage-chic roots, the outdoor areas feel like an extension of the home. They invite you to linger, to listen, to simply be. As I reflect on this whole process, I realize that designing a cozy spring home with Laura Ashley-inspired farmhouse decor and vintage-chic accents isn't just about items. It's about intention. Every piece, every fabric choice, every floral print is a soft whisper of your personality. It's how we turn a house into a home. One ruffled pillow, one antique vase, one sunbeam at a time. And that's what I hope you take away from this, that your home is yours to shape. Not by trends or rules, but by warmth, by heart. Thank you for joining me on this gentle little tour through my spring refresh. I hope you feel inspired, comforted, and full of new ideas to bring your own home to life in a way that feels soft and welcoming. Whether you're styling with pastels, florals, lace, or weathered wood, know that you're creating more than just a look. You're creating a feeling. And that feeling, that cozy, blooming joy, is what spring is all about. I'll see you in the next Decorilo video. And until then, may your home always feel like a warm embrace.